Deep within the Amazon rainforest, far from roads, cities, and modern civilization, a discovery was made that no one was prepared for. It wasn't gold. It wasn't ruins. It wasn't even a forgotten tool. It was something far more unsettling, a genetic signature hidden in human blood, one that did not belong there. Scientists expected the DNA of Amazonian tribes to tell a familiar story. Ancient hunters migrating from Siberia, crossing icy land bridges, and slowly spreading across the Americas. That story had been told for decades, but when the data appeared on laboratory screens, the story collapsed. The genetic code matched people from the other side of the planet, tribes from southern India, and the remote islands of the Indian Ocean. Separated by oceans, separated by continents, separated by tens of thousands of years. So how could they share the same ancestors? Was this evidence of a forgotten migration, a vanished civilization, or proof that human history is far more complex than we've ever been taught? This mystery didn't challenge one theory, it challenged everything. To understand why this discovery was so shocking, we must first look at what science believed for generations. According to mainstream archaeology, humans entered the Americas around 15,000 years ago by crossing the Bering land bridge, an icy corridor connecting Siberia to Alaska during the last ice age. From there, they moved south, populating North and South America over thousands of years. This model explained most national American genetic patterns. But deep in the Brazilian Amazon, something didn't fit. The Suruí, Caridiana, and Zavante tribes live in extreme isolation, preserving ways of life that stretch back thousands of years. When geneticists analyzed their DNA as part of a global ancestry project, they expected predictable results. Instead, they found a genetic signal that should not exist in the Americas, a marker closely related to the DNA of the Andaman Islanders, an indigenous group living near India in the Indian Ocean. At first, researchers assumed contamination. The idea was too absurd to accept. So they ran the tests again, then in different laboratories. The result never changed. These Amazonian tribes carried a unique genetic fingerprint, later labeled Population Y, that connected them to ancient South Asian and Australo-Melanesian peoples. This wasn't coincidence. This wasn't error. This was ancient. The ghost population. The presence of Population Y forced scientists to confront an uncomfortable possibility. A lost human lineage had once existed, not recorded in history, not preserved in myths, not yet found in fossils. Only its DNA remained. This ghost population appeared to have split from early South Asian groups long before Native Americans arrived in the New World. Somehow they traveled vast distances and left traces of their blood among tribes deep in the Amazon rainforest. But how? To answer that question, researchers turned to archaeology. In eastern Brazil, at a site known as Lagoa Santa, scientists had discovered human skulls dating back more than 12,000 years. These skulls looked different from typical Native American remains. Their facial structure resembled Australo-Melanesian populations, the same groups genetically linked to southern India. For the first time, genetics and physical anthropology pointed in the same direction. This wasn't just theory anymore, it was evidence. The ancient journey. Imagine the world during the last ice age. Sea levels were dramatically lower. Island chains formed natural bridges. Coastlines stretched far beyond what we see today. The planet was colder, harsher, but full of hidden pathways. Small groups of early humans, descendants of South Asian island populations, began moving eastward. They followed coastlines, island hopped across Southeast Asia, and spread into Melanesia. Some may have continued further, carried by ocean currents, guided by stars, driven by survival. Primitive rafts, seasonal migrations, and gradual movement over generations could have brought them to the western edges of South America, long before the main migration from Siberia arrived. Others may have taken routes we can barely imagine today, across ice-linked regions or coastlines now submerged beneath the sea. When these early travelers met the ancestors of Native Americans, they mixed, leaving behind a faint but permanent genetic trace. Then they vanished. Their settlements disappeared. Their tools decayed. Their story was erased. Everything except their DNA. The final proof. The turning point came when scientists successfully extracted ancient DNA from the Lagoa Santa remains using advanced sequencing technology. The results were undeniable. These ancient Brazilians carried the same South Asian-related genetic signature seen in modern Amazonian tribes. The signal was small, but consistent, ancient, but real. This wasn't modern contact. This wasn't coincidence. This was prehistoric. Human migration was no longer a single path. It was a network of forgotten journeys. This discovery changed how we understand our past. It revealed that humanity was exploring oceans, crossing unimaginable distances, and connecting continents long before recorded history ever began. The Amazon does not just hold biodiversity, it holds memory. And the blood of its people tells a story older than civilization itself. A story of courage, of movement, of connection. History is not a straight line. It is a web woven across oceans and time. And somewhere beneath the jungle canopy, beneath the waves, and beneath the ice, more pieces of this story are still waiting to be found. So the next time you think of ancient humans as primitive and confined, remember this: they crossed the world, and their journey is still written in us. If this story expanded how you see human history, support the channel, subscribe, and stay curious, because the next discovery may change everything you think you know about where we come from.